Hey you guys, Eddie Collins here at Washburn's Metal in Orange, California. Let me tell you guys, having been around Volkswagens for, well, many decades, many of you, just like myself, we've all dealt with some parts that basically it's what we've had to live with. Well, I am here because I'm super excited about some of the coolest things that Brian has come up with. But one of the best things is the fact that we're all familiar with this little bushing here that goes on your shift rod. That is such a pain in the butt to go ahead and install. We all know that we try to figure out how we can install it while the rod is still in the car. And then if you're lucky enough to go ahead and do that after grinding it or doing something really Mickey Mouse, then you're trying to put this ring on there to go ahead and hold it. And then after you actually put it on, you go to shift and the thing will pop out. It could be the biggest fail on your car. Well, you guys, Brian has gone ahead and come up with something revolutionary, and well, why not have him tell you all about it? Super excited, you guys, because believe it or not, something this simple took a lot of time and a lot of development. So here you go. All right, you guys, here I am, Washburn's Metal, Orange, California. One of the coolest shops, by the way. If you've never been, you need to come check it out. And here he is, Brian. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I'm excited. I was just telling people about this cool invention, and I mean, it's pretty revolutionary, dude. And I was hoping that you can actually go ahead and kind of walk people through it and give us a little tutorial on what you came up with.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely cool. Tell me first, before you go into it, what made you do this?
Well, I think, we're all, acquainted with this thing that typically needs to be replaced once a year or sooner than that. It's just a really flimsy shift rod bushing here that requires a circlip, which, can be a pain to put in, as you said earlier.
Big time.
I mean, it's not bad, but there's definitely room for improvement. And so it's just one of the products that I saw and I kind of chipped away at over time. And then we ended up with this, which is a Delrin. We have a UHMW version 2. And it's just a snap-in bushing that requires no circlip. So it's got these little feet on there that snap in.
Let's see, hold that right there. Look at this, you guys. So, I mean, now, real quick, because when you're first looking at this, you actually notice this, and it looks like, well, it's just plastic. But what is it exactly? Explain to people what it is.
So it's Delrin.
What is that?
So Delrin is just it's a wear grade. It's a wear grade item, so it's used in a lot of different things that for this nature, kind of like.
So I mean, this thing it takes a lot to wear out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you'll get many years out of this thing.
That's awesome. Now, one of the things that I'd mentioned is the install process of the other one and how much fun it is to actually go ahead and try and do it, especially when it's in the car. And I understand that you made this cool little display here to kind of give us an idea of what
so it kind of
it's
just
like.
demonstrates where it snaps in, how it goes in, to kind of clarify
this is
some
very
things.
cool.
And so there it is moving.
Dude,
just
talk
to
about
show
smooth. And so, I mean, it looks like, wow, so this thing actually clicks into place, huh?
Snaps in there, and you can see it supports the rod there.
Dude, there's like no play.
No play. So it's on size, so 22 millimeter, which is the diameter of the shift rod. It cups it, it's got a lot of surface area there, unlike this thing, this doesn't really contact all the way around like that one does.
Right.
And as you can see, this is very flimsy, and this one you can't even,
God, look at that.
It's got a slit there so it can compress.
Okay.
But otherwise it's, it doesn't really move around too much.
That is very cool. Well, and I love the little display that you made as well. I mean, this is definitely cool. Look at this, you guys. So basically, I mean, you've got your shift rod hanger, and I think you've got a couple of examples too of shift rod hangers here.
Yeah, so we got a couple here. So this is what I consider later.
Okay.
This is an early style. And so early style was, up to about 60. It might have went a little past 60 half year or so, but 60, we're going to call it 60. That's what we're most experienced with at Indian End. So it's metal on metal, so 22 millimeter. The shift rod goes through there, and then it has this tensioner here. So it's meant to bend down, and it essentially adds tension to the rod to simulate like a
try to keep it a little steady.
Yeah, and so that's what we're used to. So in 60, Volkswagen replaced it. I mean, they knew better. They upgraded it. They upgraded it to this style. And so what this is it takes, what you're familiar with is this bushing here.
Right.
You go in there. And so it takes that, and now it's a, it's a wear item at this point.
Yeah, big time,
So
big time. So let's see this real quick.
we
This
set
is
it
pretty
up
cool.
so it, it goes in like that. You
And
can hear it snap in.
that's
So
wild.
if you hear that, snap in. And so you can see there, it's in there, and it's not, it moves around a little bit, but it's not.
Dude, that's crazy. Now, if you wanted to take it out, then you just kind of have to press on the tongs and then push it back out, huh?
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you, I guess you can take 90-degree needle nose pliers and get in there and grab it.
Okay, but
Pull it
you're
out.
not going to have to because this thing's going to last probably longer than you're going to have the car.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you have this part in your hand, you can take it out like this.
Okay. Look at that.
But
you
you're not
guys.
really gonna have access to it inside the tunnel.
Right, right. But do that again real quick. I mean, this is crazy. That's how easy it is to install. Dude.
So you can see the little feet snap over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at
and then
that.
hook over.
That's awesome. That is awesome. God, how easy is that?
Yeah, and you can see once it's in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, dude. There's no play. And it's just smooth as butter. Now, is there any need to, kind of lube it up or anything, or do you?
Yeah, you can put a little dash of white lithium.
Okay.
I'm told by the machinist, you can use a dry graphite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to need much. It's as long as your shift rod is clean.
Uh-huh.
So, I recommend obviously like this one here. It's cleaned.
Right.
It's been sanded and all the rust. Typically when you see a shift rod, it's rusty. It's been in the car forever.
Yeah,
So spend
exactly.
some time cleaning it.
Very cool. So check it out, you guys. If you've never seen what the tunnel looks like, huh? Look it. That's what it looks like inside.
And so it's got these cutouts here. And so the reason for those is if you look at an aftermarket
yeah.
part, which you're familiar with, you can get this from Pacific or Washburn West.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have these pressings here, you can see. And they're little indentions that come off the side. It's just
Right.
It's just for manufacturing, and so majority of all of them have it. So to combat that,
Gives it a little bit of clearance.
it gives it clearance, yeah.
That's
And
right
so
on. Okay.
they'll go ahead and snap in there like
Dude,
that.
that's so cool.
And so you can see how it clears it there
Mm-hmm.
on both the sides.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. I mean, it's so clean, it's just flush.
Yeah, and so it's 22 millimeter ID, and so it's same as the shift rod. So it's going to be a little tight at first, but it's going to wear in, within the first hour or so. We want it tight.
Yeah,
And
no,
so,
absolutely. I
why
think
it's on
it's so
sale.
cool, man. And now people can buy these on your website, right?
They can, yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
it's-
What's your website? Let's plug you, man.
Well, so we have a new website that just got released. The e-commerce is not quite working yet, so we're still running through Shopify.
Okay.
And so if you just go to Washburn's Metal Shopify,
Washburn's Metal Shopify. Okay,
they're
we'll
on
put it on
there.
the screen, you guys, so you
Yeah.
guys have it. Awesome. And what's your Instagram, dude?
Washburn's Metal.
Super easy. Okay, cool. I'll tell you guys, you know what? Like I said, this is a really cool shop just to see and what they're doing every single day and what they're working on. But when I heard about this, I thought, okay, let's get the word out and let's get every car with one of these in them because I think it's going to make a huge difference. I think so many people, it's a game changer, dude. So I think it's awesome. So, question for you, Brian.
Sure.
How long have you been into Volkswagens?
Pretty much my whole life. Growing up, my mom had a Beetle when I was a kid. My dad had a Beetle, so it was just kind of, that's all we knew,
So it just kind of took off from there.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what was your first VW?
Technically, I had a 78 Super Beetle convertible.
Hold up.
That was my dad.
You in a 78 Super?
I didn't drive it much, but I had it.
Okay. So technically that was your first one. And then what'd you get after that?
Just a whole range of bugs. Just
Yeah, you've had a whole
everywhere.
bunch, huh?
We've had a ton.
That's
I
cool,
have my
man.
bus now, so
Yeah.
pretty much the only Volkswagens I have now. I got my bus, and then I got the Volkswagen Burrow.
Yeah, no, that's definitely cool. And I remember when I first met you, you were starting to work on your bus, and it's crazy how far it's come along, man.
Yeah, it's
and it's
definitely
really
fun.
cool. I'd love to maybe do a video on that sometime. I think it'd be pretty rad. People will get a kick out of it. Well, I got to tell you, Brian, kudos to you because you've really come a long way, dude, since you've been in the shop and just making it cool, adding great equipment. You've got guys that are working for you, day and night, actually. You guys are cranking it out. You guys also specialize in chassis repair, so people that are watching, gosh, go on his Instagram, you'll see what he's done with some of the chassis, and it's pretty impressive, dude. So congratulations, man.
Cool,
Everything's
appreciate
been
it.
going well, and one of the hardest working guys that I know. So first of all, thank you for coming up with this really cool invention. I think it'd be rad to go see how they're made someday. You think maybe we can go check it out?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Well, awesome. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching, Brian. Thank you for your time, dude. Seriously. And I was excited to go ahead and show this off. And I think people will be very, very stoked to go ahead and use it. And reach out to Brian, you guys, if you guys have any questions or if you need to go ahead and get these. These are the only original piece, and obviously made here in the good old US of A. So good stuff, good quality, and you've got plenty in stock?
We do, yeah.
Awesome.
So we've been selling a lot. We've had honestly nothing but positive feedback.
Cool.
I mostly hear, people put them in their car. They've had a blown out bushing like this.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of times they don't even know it's blown out. They've been driving it for 20 years, and then they decide to put this one in. And I mostly hear things like, I never had the car shift this good since I've owned it.
That's awesome, dude.
So it's cool. It's cool to hear that positive feedback. It's
Yep.
cool to do away with that thing and have a bushing that's going to last, 5-10 years. And just a part that you put in, and you don't have to keep replacing it.
Dude, can you imagine if there was all the other parts were like that?
I wish they
Awesome.
were.
Well, cool, man. Congratulations, and again, thank you, dude. Keep up the good work, and you guys check them out. Washburn's Metal.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, man.